And joining us now, it is Connie Clark, the head softball coach for Texas, and has been since it started. Was an All-American pitcher at Cal State Fullerton. Augie loves to always talk about those stories. You've been to the College World Series 5 times. Last year you had a young club, ended up taking on a very talented Louisiana Lafayette squad, got to the regional championship. They ended up knocking you guys out. How can that experience help this year's team?
It's a great question because that's really kind of where we picked up. I mean, just in the summer, specifically, I had a lot of conversations with Tiara Davis. You know, she was in the circle, and you know, the game that really stands out to me more than that we got to the finals. I mean, we did work ourselves back and got to the finals, but that Saturday matchup with them was the big one. You know, you're going into the 7th inning, you're up 2-1, and you know, with the freshmen in the circle, and you know, just some jitters, and being in a crazy stadium. I mean, the Raging Cajuns are just getting after it.
Oh, it's tough.
So, you know, you can't teach that experience, and we talked a lot about that, and just being able to go through that, I think serves us extremely well. And I know Tiara, you know, felt that way and knows that, as well as the rest of the team. So that was actually the one topic of conversation in the off season. And now that you have that experience, you can't replace that. And it's something that we've been building on, and I think it will serve us very well heading into this year.
We see you whenever we keep Austin wired, especially working with the pitchers and Tiara to make sure that you obviously have a lot of wisdom in what you did in your career with pitching. Very detailed type stuff. Tiara, Big 12 Freshman of the Year, led the team 200 innings. But I mean, that is a workhorse.
Right.
Led the team in wins, led the team in strikeouts, led the team in ERA. How are you working with her to make sure she can get to that next level?
Well, I think it's similar to what we talked about in the regional. I think, you know, her mentality has just got to be, you know, as a fierce competitor, and she can't have, you know, fear slipping in there or second guessing. And she worked extremely hard in the off season physically, and I think that was something that we talked about. It seemed like the first one in the weight room and the last one to leave this summer, and our strength coaches were really pleased with the gains that she was able to accomplish. And I think, you know, she was able to then start this year with a great base.
All right, let's get to Erica Wright, because I was prepping for this and I didn't have enough time to get through all of her accolades at Huntington. As she played for her mom, Ruth Wright, who clearly installed a lot, but she's also physically gifted. A lot of expectations. What do you expect from her this season?
Well, Erica's, you know, her and Tiara are about opposite ends of the spectrum, just from a personality standpoint. It's, you know, Tiara's like East Texas and, you know, slow drawl, and, you know, and Erica's going, you know, she's 100 miles a minute and works very quickly. And if anything, we've just had to kind of slow her down just a little bit. You want to take their strengths and make them stronger, of course. And but that's something with Erica, just kind of staying within herself. She throws with very good velocity. And, you know, really threw the ball by people at the younger level, of course. And I think with us, we've really worked hard in developing, having an off-speed pitch, and she's committed to that and done some really significant things there. And I think that will be the one piece, along with her mentality.
You got Lindsey Stevens with 371, 16 home runs, and she's going to be part of the offense, which you're going to need at the Kajikawa Classic, which is going to start this Friday. You have 11 teams on your schedule that are in the preseason top 25. You're like the Tom Izzo of softball coaches. You're just like, bring it on. I'm not ducking anyone.
Yeah.
Starts with Oregon, who's number 2. You guys have had a little rivalry the last couple of years. Arizona State also is going to be on there. They're ranked 16th. You're going to see them this weekend. What do you expect?
I think it's going to be great for our club, you know, win or lose, to be quite honest. I'm really looking forward to see how we compete, you know, how we go about our business, how we handle the blows, because we'll have them. And
you kind of want them, I'm sensing.
Well,
you don't want them, but they're going to come.
They're going to come, and I just think you have to go, you know what how are we really going to go when we have some adversity? I think that you know, when you talk a lot about that up front, you know, when you deal with it, and then you're talking in the post-game speech, it's not a surprise. You have to plan for that, and if you don't get it, then that's the surprise in itself.
Coach, I could talk ball with you all day long, but you've got a season to get ready for. Good luck, all right?
Thank you. I appreciate it.